When you have a Tiv man working with a Juku man, reaching out to the Hausa Fulanis, it is surprising because this is a cocktail that Taraba State in particular is in dire need of in these current times. And this is the reason I decided to tell this story. My name is Chidera Ibrahim. I'm a filmmaker and a social entrepreneur. I'm from Taraba State, Nigeria. I was born in Okari. And under the United Nations Development Program for media practitioners, filmmakers, and content creators that we just had, I saw an interesting story. It's something you don't see every day. And it caught my attention, and I decided that the world should hear the story about peace building.
My name is Moses Samuel. I was born and brought up in Okari, Taraba State, Nigeria. Growing up in the late 80s, the place was quite peaceful, relatively peaceful. But towards the 90s, early 90s, then that's when the crisis started. It's either you have religious crisis between the Muslims and the Christians, or tribal crisis between the Fulanis, Tiv, Jukun, Tiv, Kutes, and the other tribes in the area. So that kind of affected my upbringing, because from love to hatred, violence, and all that, then the affected our relationship and the coexistence among the communities. So as I grew up, the crisis intensified. Then we started having people in IDP camps and children being made orphans and orphanages and all that. So I began to think of a possible way of reaching out, of finding a solution to this situation, especially as regards the children. Then I discovered that we can actually work with the children to build up their talents and abilities and encourage them to reach out to other communities out of love, so that we can establish peace among the children, maybe correct the effects of the crisis from the upcoming generation, so that we have a brighter future. So that's how I begin to work with children, creative children, to make things, create things, and reach out to the other communities so that they can affect their life and touch them positively. It's also where we build a peace between the communities. So at the course of my work with the children from the IDPs and the orphanage, we've worked with other musicians to produce songs and singles that have to do with peace and compassion. We've done like 4 studio sections with different artists, and we've also participated in a fashion show, Africa Fash. That was in 2019 with some of the kids from the orphanage, and they actually get to walk on their own way, which was a very wonderful experience for them. And we've also been to a lot of places, other events that have to do with developmental events, developmental projects that help grow them up and work to bring them, develop their mental capacities. So recently we undertook a project with some of the kids from the orphanage. They make sandals for children from the Hausa Fulani communities here in Jos Plateau State. And the event took place at the Central Mosque.
I'm Mohammed Ibrahim Sani by name, working here with Jamaat Nasr al-Islam under the Irshad department as the personal assistant to the Murshid, as the chief preacher, JNI, Jamaat Nasrul Islam here in Jos. Well, actually, that program was a very interesting program because I was highly impressed when I read the letter signed by the Jofin. So because these people were entirely Christians and they see the need for them to visit the Muslim community in order to reach out for less privilege. And they come directly to the Jamaat Nasrul Islam, which is an umbrella for each and every Muslim. So when they came, they brought the letter, they introduced themselves, they introduced the program. Everybody under this department, everybody was like, everybody was impressed, everybody was happy. So when they came, the Murshid himself chaired the whole.
The Irshad department of Jamaat Nasrul Islam does not appreciate your presence here at such a wonderful moment. As you are
each and every child present there was issued with these shoes. So we were very happy.
I'm Favor Chidera. I'm a student and also a social worker. I work with Jofin Empowerment Orphanage Home. And Jofin Empowerment Orphanage Home is a home that is into giving hope and succor to the hopeless and then to internally displaced children. And being around the children, you find out that many of them have skills, but because of the situation around them, most of them were displaced through crisis, some through herdsmen, and while others, so environmental issues that led to the death of their parents. And they had the opportunity of being in the home. So we came up with the idea of reaching out through Foot a Child. With the skill we learned, we found out that Foot a Child create a platform for the children in the home to learn how to make shoes, palms, sandals, footwear in general. And not just only giving them that platform of exhibiting and then developing their skills, you also create a platform for them to reach out to other people.
So you have children from the orphanage, which are mostly Christian children, distributing sandals for children from the other community, which are basically Muslims, Hausa Fulani kids, with disabled parents that are disabled, like deaf, the blind, the Almajiri kids and all that. And the main aim of the project was actually to create that environment where these children can meet and share and show love to one another. We hope that they will grow up with a different mentality from the subsequent generation. We hope to build a brotherhood among the kids and to encourage love, unity, and harmony. And at the end, we're looking forward to help the other kids from the other side also develop their skills and their ability so that they'll become productive citizens of the global community instead of being victims and people looking for support. So we're looking forward to do more in line with this across the nation and possibly reach out to the rest of the African countries with this. So that children that are once regarded as liability to the community or to the society can now become assets going forward in the future.
So when we sat down with the kids on the idea, they knew that they were like the Fulani herdsmen were the cause of the situation they are right now. And they were like, let them go to the other Christians, that there are Christians, yes, that need footwears. So let us go there. And I looked at the situation, I said, yes, there is a need for us to reach out to them too, so that these children should know that they shouldn't build enmity right from small. Yeah, it's painful, but there should be a room for peace. There should be a room for togetherness. We went out to see the Muslim brothers and gave them footwears. And they were willing to even do more and said if they have opportunity, they could even share their clothes with them. So you found that the inspiration was the children were my inspiration. That's just the truth. The kids in the home were my inspiration.
So we hope to one day get back to Taraba State, then work with the communities within the state, especially the crisis-affected areas of like Ukari local government, Ibi local government, Takun local government, Usa local government, to see how we can encourage the children to impact each other's life positively, the farming community, the elders. We can bring the children together to run projects together, creative projects, build their talents and their abilities, and they can share gifts and share packages among themselves. Hopefully, that's what we hope to achieve.
In the aspect of peace building, I find out that this outreach, not just the outreach, but reaching out in general, has a way of bringing peace between the farmers and herders. When there is love, there will be peace. And when we are being straightforward without ulterior motive, we find out that there is a willingness to uphold peace. And then the aspect of Christian and Muslims, if we can remove sentiment at some point, there would be peace, especially when it comes to this fighting or crisis. The Muslim sisters or the Muslim ladies are always on the losing side. So reaching out to them, we give them confidence. Like during the outreach, there was a smile that I could find on their face. I could see that happiness on their face, that they are being allowed to come out to join others. That smile was different. It means that there are people who still think about it. So this can also help in building peace and also giving hope, especially to the female.
We all have our personal encounters and experiences with the crisis, the farmers, herders, and the tribal crisis in Taraba State. But in this particular case, the energy has been harnessed and used for social change. And this is why I decided to make this film.
As a clergyman, I would like to use this opportunity, seize this opportunity to use this medium to advise other people to engage in promoting peace, especially through such programs that was organized by Mr. Moses and his colleagues. Because by doing such, it will bring people closer, it will promote more peace here in Jos, in Taraba, and even in other places. And to the filmmakers, I would like to give them this advice. They should still tie up their belts, because there will be more challenges. Because like this program organized by Mr. Moses, those children who made those shoes, they are orphans. They are orphans, but they see the need to give assistance to others that are less privileged as well. So I would like to congratulate them for their own efforts, and they should know, as I said earlier, there are more challenges, so they should get ready to face such challenges.
My advice for people in authority and other organizations working within Taraba State is to focus on building the creative capacity in the communities. Mostly this crisis is as a result of idleness among the youth, because the youth are the agents being used to perpetrate most of this evil in the society. If we can engage them creatively, empower them with what to do, something else, and focus their mind on productive activities, we'll put an end to this crisis and also contribute to our economy, the economy of the state.
Because with this crisis today, in Jos, in Taraba, in Zamfara, in Benue, and in other places, especially between herders, farmers, or let me say between Muslims and Christians, I think it's high time for us to come and join our hearts together and fight this crisis. So I would like to call the attention of the citizens. Let's come together. Let's live peacefully. Let's be our brothers' keepers.
Women generally say we have a big role in impacting or in peace building in the community, because as ladies we feel the pain more than men. Men can just wave it off very easily, unlike women. So as fellow women, I think it's if I'm in authority, I would mostly focus on the women's aspect, bringing the Christian and the Muslim together, impacting or developing a particular skill. Everybody can go to their own little community and then reach out, because I believe that if you can reach out to just one child, then that one child can reach out to the people around, and then just one community, just one state, one nation, and before you know, the whole place has been reached out to.
I'm working on, getting collaborations to tell more of social impact stories that will help the peace building process in Taraba State. The focus this time was on Ukari and EB, but the entire state we need to work together as filmmakers and as people in the government, youth particularly, to prevent the reoccurrence of this crisis. For me, I believe in the story that a lasting peace and progress and citizenship where everybody is a Nigerian. And I'm grateful to the UNDP, United Nations Development Programs, and for African Film Institute, ADOCAM, for the opportunity to be able to do this film. And I know it will help in the peace building process. Thank you.